Hey guys, I'm back with another candle review, and this time around we have a Kringle candle, believe it or not. We have a 4-wick XL 32-ounce jelly donut candle from their Reserve line. I picked this up for $40 on sale during their winter clearance, but I think it's originally $50, but it seems to be sold out now. But I would say because the throw on this is so immense, you would probably be fine with the 2-wick regular jar or whatever, if that is available. But in any case, yes. So this comes as one of the most highly regarded fragrances from Kringle on social media, and I was like, you know what, I just need to try it. And I was like, you know what, go big or go home. Like, if this fragrance is really truly that delicious and awesome, then yeah, I kind of want a 32-ounce candle with 4 wicks on it. You guys know I love me a thick, girthy candle, so that's why we just went for the 4-wick XL size, and so that's what we have here. So yes, I did of course buy this with my own money. I'm not an ambassador, no affiliate link or anything like that associated with this review. The notes on this read: pastry, fruit, raspberry, blackberry, citrus, butter, and vanilla. So yes, as you can imagine, this really does indeed smell like a jelly donut. I'm going to go into the comparisons first and foremost because there are so many donut fragrances out on the market. So it is indeed similar to your Wild Berry Jam donut from Bath & Body Works, as well as the Sufganiyat Happy Hanukkah candle that we've had in years past as well. It's actually quite similar to the PB&J ice cream that we had from that like candle drop from Bath & Body Works. And I think those are like the main comparisons. Kind of a similar adjacency to what is it, mixed berry crumble and raspberry thumbprint. It's all those like jam bakery notes fragrances. You know, they very much exist all over the market, so I was kind of skeptical, to be honest. I was like, well, how is this fragrance really that much better or greater than all the other donut fragrances? But I do think this is probably the best jelly donut fragrance you can get on the market, at least if they were all available next to each other. This one would be the one that probably performs the best, is the strongest, and just smells great and awesome. So like, totally kudos to Kringle for nailing this. Yeah, so what you do get is it smells like a jelly donut. There's really not much else to say about it. The jam note on it is incredibly strong. It's definitely like a sort of raspberry berry jelly like filled donut. The jelly filling that you get inside of it, it's sugary, it's sweet, it's jammy, it's, you know, full of berry goodness. That's truly what it smells like. And then it's mixed with kind of this sort of powdered sugar, brown sugar blend that definitely gives it a sort of crumbly bakery donut vibe to it. It's not over like fried or greasy, but it still evokes a jelly donut experience for sure. That it smells like a jelly donut. Like, there's nothing more to say about it, but it smells great. It's a great representation of it. The berry notes have this very juicy, sweet, like fruitiness to it that are contrasted with some of the warmer, like bakery notes. And it's a nice contrast of the two types of fragrances, and it comes off quite delicious. I have to say, it's actually, once again, while I was burning it, it kind of reminded me more of PB&J ice cream from Bath & Body Works rather than Wild Berry Jam donut, but splitting hairs. But I think the benefit of this versus the other ones are like, my last Wild Berry Jam donut I had last spring was so light and so weak I could barely smell it. Other years where I've had Wild Berry Jam donut from Bath & Body Works, it gets dark, murky, sooty, and disgusting, smells burnt and nasty. This has not done it yet, at least into the 5th burn. You know, if you were to find one from like Homeworks or whatever, then you would have the issues with the wicks and it like not pulling out and then sitting by the 4th hour and all that kind of stuff. So this kind of is better than all of those because the performance and the throw and the strength is so great. And I guess now that I'm saying that, let's go into the performance. So the footage you see here is, I think, 3 hours into the burn, and probably the 5th burn that I have it. It's burning great, like, wow, excellent. Like, it's like, this is what a Homeworks 4-wick candle wants to be, but is not. But of course, hello, there's a price difference too as well. And this one's made in USA, whereas Homeworks is made in Vietnam. But this is just stellar for a 4-wick candle, and it's just like, because Homeworks is so closely associated with 4 wicks, it's like when I see 4 wicks, I'm like, oh god, here we go with the, you know, the Homeworks issue again. But no, this is great. It's like it pulls out like in an adequate time, as you would imagine. A full deep even wax pull by 3 hours, which I can't get that with Homeworks. I usually get like the tunneling, and it just takes forever. And if I have the wicks too long on a Homeworks and it starts sitting, this is great. I just trim and go, and it's good to go. Obviously, like you can see here, it's starting to make mushroom tops, so I would probably trim this to about 1/3 to 1/2 of the length you see there, and it's good to go. This is indeed the 100% soy wax or whatever, so it does have like the weird sort of like like wrinkly grooves or divots or the texture on top. When it solidifies, don't be alarmed by that. That is just the way how like soy wax performs and behaves. So yeah, but like once it pulls out, you can see it's just fine here. It does, like when you blow it out and you're like moving it to like where it's supposed to dry, you will see sort of like this swirly, murky cloudiness in the wax bowl. But once again, I think that's just the way soy wax operates. So it's different kind of from the wax blends you see out on the market with other candles. So I just wouldn't be alarmed by that. But in any case, yes. So the throw performance on it's great, or the burn performance, it's not sooting. It's just doing fine. I think this, as it goes into the third and fourth hour, you'll start seeing a little bit of black puffs of smoke, but nothing like a BBW candle. So we're good to go there. But I would still kind of limit this to 3 to 4 hours max, but probably in the 3-hour range. The throw on this is absolutely incredible. Once again, like this is what you would want or expect from an XL 4-wick candle. I would assume someone would buy a 4-wick XL candle is because they want a ton of strength or they really enjoy the fragrance, so they want a ton of it. And this one like definitely delivers when it comes to the strengths. I mean, this is just so incredibly strong. I would say like an easy 9 to a 10. Wow. And it just like pulls out and gives fragrance like quite quickly as well. And it lingers for so many hours afterwards too. So it's like, I mean, if you're looking for a super, super strong candle that like delivers fragrance very quickly, like look no further. This is like truly it. If you enjoy a jelly donut fragrance going on in your house, I would have to say that's more of a niche candle community fragrance preference at this point, just seeing the way the industry is going. But if you are somebody who is in the market for a jelly donut fragrance and wanted to fill an entire like large space, then this totally does it. Wow, excellent throw. Overall, totally impressed by the throw and performance of this candle and the fragrance quality as well. Like it really comes through as a great performing candle. It doesn't smell cheap or disgusting, hasn't gotten black or smoky or like, you know, sooty. Of course, this is only a 5th burn and like I haven't even gotten down to the mid-range point. So if it like starts getting, I hear that the Kringle candles are supposed to be great burning all the way down because it is 100% soy wax. But if it does start getting like murky or cruddy, I'll try to update this later on. But as of now, into the 5th burn, it's doing great. So if you're in the market for a well-performing, very, very, very strong jelly donut fragrance, if you enjoyed Wild Berry Jam Donut or the Happy Hanukkah candle from Bath & Body Works and can't get it or didn't like the city performance, then check this out. It's doing great. I would say like for $40 plus shipping, like this seems like a pretty good value because you are getting such a strong payoff and performance out of it. So 2 thumbs up on this. The only downside on this is just the aesthetics and the branding and the marketing. I don't know. It's just like burning this candle doesn't seem as fun and novelty and juicy as like, let's say a PB&J ice cream from Bath & Body Works that has like the fun, juicy, or like the packaging on it, as well as the fact that you knew it came from like that sort of fun limited time candle drop. It's just like the whole like brand story and packaging of like other brands like makes the candle so much more fun despite its shortcomings when it comes to sootiness or performance or whatever, that while this is a great, stellar, like functionally well-performing candle, it just doesn't have quite the je ne sais quoi of the juicy, like creative story and packaging and collectible marketing feel that other brands have. But once again, I know that's all totally subjective and all totally preference. Like you might very well like this minimalist black aesthetic for a very fun, whimsical jelly donut candle. There's a little bit of a disconnect there, but it once again, it's past the point, so it is what it is. But in any case, yes, thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Kringle candles. I have to say that one caveat is like don't blanket statement this performance as with any brand, because like some Kringle candles have a very strong soy wax odor. So like for instance, my other 4-wick vanilla rose cone has a very strong soy wax odor that kind of like doesn't make it as juicy and as good as this. But this does not have that overwhelming soy wax odor, so we're good to go on this particular one. But yes, that's enough to be said about this candle, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.